Hey beautiful people, welcome to the channel in the No Tarot 1122. Alright Virgo, let's see what we got going on, what's happening, what's the vibe. Keep in mind that this is not going to resonate with everyone. Take what fits and leave the rest. Feel free to check the other signs that I post. If you like how I do my readings, hit that like button. If you would like to book a reading with me, look in the description box for the link to my website. For someone here, your first card out is poverty. This could be financial strains, or maybe someone here is leaving someone out in the cold. Let's see, or someone could have relocated. Let's see what we got going on. Success and love. Oh, Virgo, you got seduction coming in here. Success and love. Someone here may be a bit lonely at this time. Let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you for Virgo. Adjudication. You may be seeking advice for a situation with someone here. Someone, you could have a new love interest here, maybe kind of hesitant going towards this person without, before you jump in. It looks like you may want to talk to someone here. Someone here, you may be getting readings on this situation before you actually move in or allow this person to move into your home, into your life here. Someone here, you may be thinking about actually cohabitating with someone here. But also you may be thinking about the legal ramifications, because some areas, well, now California does too, they recognize common law marriage, okay, and palimony and things like that. Also, somebody here may be thinking about, if I actually move this person in, things don't work out. It might be hell to get them out of my spot. Or maybe you're thinking about relocating with this person. I have to give up everything that, that is, my personal space, and also putting myself in a position to be vulnerable. So, like I said, someone here is possibly wanting to know if this person is the right person, if this is the right move. Someone wants to make a wise decision here and not end up tripping themselves up. Me personally, I would say wait. If you are unsure what's happening here, don't you rush into something. All right, so also somebody could be dealing with someone that may be a few years younger than them as well. All right, so just be mindful. Somebody here could be 47. All right, give me messages. Yeah, poverty is clarifying poverty here. Also, you could be dealing with somebody here who might be, kind of financially strapped and may need a place to stay. Someone here may be trying to rush in because they know you got assets. You got a place to stay. You have a roof over your head. All right, so with that being said, just be mindful of this situation. Somebody here could be born in 1974, 1973. Someone here could be 47 or 37. Look at this. Like I said, someone here is kind of lonely at this time. All right. This could be somebody who has been divorced. Someone that may have lost their spouse, a widower or a widow. My condolences if this has happened, or someone here has been single for a long time. All right, but this is basically, somebody wanting to cohabitate with someone. But I kind of feel like this is rushing really, something is going really fast here too. You got to kind of slow down here because somebody might be being love bombed at this time. All right, so let's see. Give me messages for Virgo. All right, so family room, like I said, this is about somebody moving into your house or you cohabitating with somebody here. 2021 could be significant. You could have met this person in 2021 and maybe just, started, started dating. You could have actually been introduced to this person in 2021 for someone. All right, let's see. Somebody's birthday could be on the 21st. All right, give me messages. Yeah, like I said, someone here is wondering if they're making the right decision. Is this going to end? You know, is this going to move forward to the way that I want it to be? So also, somebody here could have been single since 2021 here as well. All right. Again, we have family room and change. Mature man. For somebody here, this could be an older man. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But like I said, in order to make some changes here, somebody here is kind of concerned if they should move with this person or move forward with this connection. Okay. Someone here may be thinking long term. This could be something new that you've actually started with someone here, but someone here is kind of thinking ahead. All right, is this someone that, you know, I could possibly see this grow? Is this someone that, you know, is just something or someone to do right now? Or is this going to be long term? Me personally, I kind of feel like somebody is being seduced. When success and love came out, seduction was on the bottom of the deck. I kind of feel like somebody here may be being love bombed, or someone is like, you know, coming up as your ideal person right off the bat. Again, Virgo, I'm going to tell you, kind of pump your brakes, sweetheart. If this is actually your person, guess what? They're not going anywhere. They're not going to switch up, flip up, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde you. You feel me? So with that being said, if this is actually for you, guess what? It's going to stay put. Keezy, it's not going anywhere, okay? So just chill. All right, so let's see. Give me messages as well. And then also ask your higher power to show you what this person's intentions are and what you should do. Ask your guides to protect you during this time and reveal what is unseen. All right, so let's see. And protect you from anything that is intending harm for you. And like I said, here, someone here is feeling, can you stop? Someone here is feeling a bit, sorry, some type of way. All right, and they're getting ready to take action here, to take this leap to go towards this person. But somebody here might be a bit impulsive. Okay, so there's a need to have a conversation here, and then also not only converse with this person, but watch the actions. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. All right, so yeah, there's celebration here. There's happiness. There's a lot of good times here. Your friends may actually, you know, welcome this person here. All right, for somebody here is very generous. Okay, so very generous here, but just be mindful of taking on somebody else's responsibilities. Okay, yeah, not being funny. I have seen someone that was doing very well, started a business, and I mean, this person had hundreds of thousands in the bank, and they got with the wrong person, and made a mistake and lost it all. And even to the point to where this person, you know, was so kind enough, so generous enough to pay the new person's $35,000 child support bill off. You know, ended up selling the house that they owned, only paying $1,100 worth of mortgage. You know, lost the $50,000 truck, lost their business that they had built from the ground up and all the equipment with it, and now it has nothing to show for it, and you know, is renting an apartment and totally broken. They're not even with that person anymore. You understand? And then on top of that, the person was turned on to a substance which they are now addicted to. So you have to be careful of who you allow into your life. Don't allow yourself to, you know, leap into a connection just because you want, you know, that space filled in your life. Okay, because sometimes you don't know what you're opening the door to. All right, sometimes you think you're actually opening the door to allow someone in your life, and what you fail to realize is that you have just opened the door for everything that you have built, including yourself, to leave. Okay, So with that being said, just be careful here. But like I said, right now it looks like, you know, this is a lot of fun. For somebody, this could be a whirlwind, what is a whirlwind? Romance or whatever. You know, like sweeping you off your feet and things like that. But baby, like I said, wait till the ish gets real, okay? Don't jump into a situation based off of the fun parts, okay? The connections that you should be concerned about is, yeah, we can vibe, chill, have fun, get along, go out, party and things like that. But if things get real, do you have my back? Am I willing to have yours? Can we tag team it together? All right, so with that being said, Virgo, like I said, just use your discernment. Try not to rush into this thing, because I kind of feel like somebody is love bombing here. All right, if this is not love bombing, this is just going way, way, way too fast. All right, let's see. There could actually be a lot of passion, a lot of, you know, fire and desire between y'all too. Look at this, see? Drama. Okay, so also here, for somebody, you could be waiting for the other shoe to drop here. Waiting to find out if there is someone else, if there's, you know, if this person plans on having you compete with other people and all these other things here. Look at this. All right, give me one more for the Five of Wands. Like I said, the thing is that you're not willing to go through all this drama with this person. We're not competing for nobody, right? Absolutely not, baby. If you don't belong to me, you don't belong to me. They can have you. That part right there. Because we're not going back and forth with nobody. All right, so it looks like you're closing out any cycle here that has any drama, any pettiness here as well. You are not competing for anybody, and you're not allowing anybody to bring that type of energy into your life. You are happy, single, successful, protected. You're, you know, you're keeping your wits about yourself here, and it looks like you are, you know, divinely guided here as well. Very intuitive. So like I said, you will close this cycle out real quick. So I see someone here, you're asking questions. You might be bringing this person around, you know, your friends and family. Like, hey, you know what? I know I'm in this situation, and sometimes we're in the middle of the circle. We can't get the full picture. So you might be asking friends, family, or whoever, hey, you know what do you think about so-and-so? I'm kind of interested in this person. What do you think? You feel me? And not basing your decision based off of, you know, your friends and family's opinions, but also taking it into consideration. Sometimes people on the outside can see what we cannot. Okay, we're too close to get, you know, the full view. Sometimes you have to back up from a situation so that you can actually see the whole picture. All right, so if this person gets to tripping, acting like, you know, they want you, them, him and her, and all these other things here, you're kicking this person to the curb. All right, so the thing is that you may want someone in your life, but what you don't want and not getting ready to deal with is a drama. Absolutely. So the thing is that, like I said, you know, it kind of looks like somebody came into your life, brought a spark of life, a spark of hope here. If you were going through any type of heartbreak here, that is definitely over with here. You're definitely deciding to move on, transform, give yourself a chance to be loved and love again for you. And like I said, you know, if it's out of whack, if it's not equally yoked, you're not dealing with it. So right now, you're just seeing if this person is bringing what you need to the table. Are they your ideal person? Is this your match? I don't know. But right now, it looks like you are being very strategic when it comes to this person. Hey, you know what? We cool. We good. Let's keep it lighthearted. We're friends. We can go out, celebrate and things like this. And let's see where it goes from there, okay? So yeah, let's wait and see. So this is what I see for you, Virgo. But like I said, you know, just be mindful of someone coming in rushing you so that you don't really know what you're getting into until you move into with that person. All right, yeah. Like I said, Three of Swords in reverse. You're investing in something else over that heartache, ready to give something new and to give your heart to someone else. Looks like you might have some feelings for this person already. Oh, excuse me, but you are keeping that to yourself. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying not to get the hiccups. All right, let's see. So, yeah, because what we're not getting ready to do is drama. No, we're not doing that. Get somebody else to do it. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna leave that alone. So Virgo, you got someone new coming in, or either you're already dealing with this person right now. Either way, take your time. All right, don't rush. Let's see, take your time. What's the rush? All right, let's see. Give me messages for Virgo. Can I get 2 from this pile for Virgo? Whatever Virgo needs to know. Please and thank you. Triumph and success. All right, so triumph. All right, so Virgo, it looks like you may be making choices in every area of your life. Like I said, you did go through some type of heartbreak, but you actually are going, getting through that. Major changes happening here. You're letting go of what happened in the past. Possibly making decisions in every area of your life. Revamping your home, if not relocating here. Might be concentrating on making moves with your smoney's here. You could be thinking about traveling, relocating. The months are getting ready to start warming up here. And yeah, you may be thinking about, taking off. All right, so we have firm foundation under that as well. So, looks like you had to start over, learn some lessons from the past, basically taking all that information that you've learned from the past and taking that with you. And it looks like you are implementing what you've learned in this situation here by not rushing in. Okay, and I reiterate, do not rush in. All right, so you might be making a lot of changes about in your life here. Somebody here could have been born 1987 or 78. Let's see. Heartache and loss. Yeah. So I get it. So for somebody here, you could have taken a hard L, a loss, or some lessons here, or actually both. But it looks like, you found yourself. You didn't collapse and fall over and just say, oh, woe is me, I give up. Absolutely not. All right. You are putting yourself out there, taking that leap of faith and having courage and strength and knowing that, you can find someone that is actually of value in your life. However, we must have patience. Okay. There's that. All right. So let's see. And I also heard that Virgo, somebody didn't know that you was a beast, baby. All right, let's see. Somebody's birthday could be the 7th or the 8th. Let's see. Somebody here could be 38. All right, trapped in fear. Look at this. Like I said, somebody here got out of a situation where this was possibly very heartbreaking here as well. You could have, overgave in this situation, underappreciated. I hate to say it, but somebody here was possibly physically abused here as well. And, or verbally, or it could be both here. But like I said, someone here literally, learned from this situation. They got themselves out and trapped in fear. Someone is kind of concerned that they might find themselves back in that situation again. So someone here is a bit hesitant here as well. Somebody here really might have a bit of anxiety when it comes to dating here as well. That's crazy. We have 878. 8783 could be significant for someone. So like I said, you're looking for clarity when it comes to this person, okay? Are you real? I mean, are you going to flip out on me? Or, are you going to switch up? Let's see. Give me messages and please and thank you for Virgo. Yeah, spiritual strength here, sacrifice. You had to let go. And then also, in order to have someone in your life, in order to find out if someone is good for you or not, you're going to have to take that leap of faith, you know, and kind of, you know, open the door a little bit. What you talking about, Willis? What you selling? I don't know. You know what I mean? And then also, like I said, connect with your higher power to help you through this situation. Ask for discernment, ask for clarity, ask for whatever is hidden to be shown to you, okay? If there's anything that needs, you know, that's trying to cause you harm, block it, mute it, but let you be aware of it so that you'll know what it is, okay? So, Virgo, I like this for you. It does look like this is actually going to move forward here. But like I said, I think somebody has a bit of anxiety when it comes to, you know, putting yourself out there. And then on top of that, not being funny, Virgo, don't let anybody invalidate your feelings, because we live in a day and age right now where people are more concerned about money, finances, and how they look and what's on their body instead of their morals and integrity, okay? So you do have a lot of people out here that are looking for a come up, okay? Even if it's, you know, to your own detriment, as long as they can take ciphering and things like that, you have a whole bunch of parasitic people out here that are looking for hosts. So just be careful, okay? All right, let's see. Give me overall messages for my Virgos, please, and thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and close this out. All right, you have the 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Absolutely. Virgo, there's one thing in, you know, pleasing others and just showing up as you are and being a pleasant person. All right, so I'm going to put it to you like this. Don't try to bend over backwards to please people, because when you do that, first of all, people are never going to be satisfied. Absolutely, okay? You show up as who you are, your best version of you, and either they're going to like it or lump it. It is what it is, all right? So it says, change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free from break free from procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. All right, and then we have the 8 of Gabriel. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results. Important communication is coming through. Absolutely. So this reminds me of the 8 of Wands here as well. All right, a lot of communication coming through too. Also, this might be about something else as well. For someone here, you have some information coming towards you that's about to give you some very valuable information. It's going to add some wisdom to your life. And it could be spiritual in nature. Okay, having you look at something from a different perspective. Or giving you some type of enlightenment about a situation. But definitely news coming through about several things here. Okay, anywho. I kind of want to clarify that. That's going to open up a whole nother can of worms. I got a worm farm, so let's see what the worms are. Let's see. No, I really have a worm farm. Who knew? All right, let's see. All right, let's see. What is this information coming to Temperance? It's telling you to be patient. You win. Look at this. Everything happens in your favor. All right, take your time. What's the rush? Out. Absolutely. Yes. Take your time, baby. You're manifesting things in your life here as well. Let's see. All right, you got some good things coming in here for you. As far as money is concerned here, your overall well-being, very successful. This is really nice for somebody. Give me messages. Okay, so Virgo, there may be There may be a situation when it comes to your finances here, or something that you need to invest in that has to do with your finances here. This could be going to school. This could be applying for a position that's open, or maybe you're just, something becomes available and you're like, you know what? Let me just see what happens here. It actually pays off for you. It's very, very good here. All right. So if you were going through some type of financial imbalance here, just hold on. Things are actually working in your favor here. All right. So with both money and this person, take your time. All right. So there's definitely some news coming through that is literally putting you on the map. Like putting you in a better position. Baby, I can't even make it up. Look at that. Beautiful. This is something that you're going to go after here, or put some action towards, and it actually pays off for you. All right. Financial stability. All right. So the 9 of Raphael is on the bottom of the deck on this one. And it says, make a wish. Dreams become a reality. A joyful time of life. So Virgo, looks like you kind of got it going on right now. All right. Let's see. Somebody here could live in San Gabriel Valley. All right, let's see. King of Ariel. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Using resources wisely. Absolutely. And again, this is clarifying. Ask your angels for helpful people. All right, and then on the bottom of the deck, look at this. We have the wheel, which is the number 10. That's closing out old cycles, which brings new cycles here. All right, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And that's the overall energy of your reading right now, is happiness. Something's coming through for you, but it wants you to take your time to make sure that you are in agreement with everything that this person comes into your life with. Like I said, something is rushing really, really fast, and we need to make sure that this person is not love bombing you. All right, so let's see. Give me messages. And I was going to pull some cards on their true intentions, but you know what? I'm going to leave this for someone to use their own discernment. Literally, because I think you're going to figure this out with this person too. Take your time. Don't rush. All right, 2 of Ariel, and it's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So you could be someone that is very busy on the go. We have 2 Gabriels and 2 Ariels here as well. Matter of fact, we have 3 Gabriels. All right, so it says the 6 of Gabriel. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and or promotion. So for somebody here, you could be getting promoted, leveling up here. All right, so let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. Some decision that you may have made possibly in your career could actually open a new door for you. All right, and then the reason for the reading, 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. So Virgo, it looks like you got something really good coming in, but like I said, take your time, baby. If this is really for you, it's not going anywhere, and it's going to be a good thing. Okay, somebody here, you could be dealing with a fellow earth sign here. Doesn't necessarily have to. You could also be dealing with someone whose birthstone is a diamond or opal. All right, let's see. So the overall energy is the strength card. Look at this. All right, strength and grace. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Absolutely. Let go of any past hurts. Forgive the people that caused them. You know what I'm saying? For they know not what they do. Sometimes they know what they do, but they don't know who they're messing with. All right. And karma shall reap on them for the rest of the days of their life. So, I don't know, but Virgo, I'm going to tell you to, follow your intuition here. Enjoy this ride. Try not to be so anxious, because I do see that someone here is anxious, and instead of waiting for all of the answers to be given to you, I think that you should roll with this. I think that you should set up some healthy boundaries. I also think that you should take your time. I think that you should trust your higher power, your guides here. And most of all, trust yourself. All right. Don't be scared. You got this. All right. So I know it could be a bit unnerving to be a bit vulnerable here as well. But if you're always caged in, you're going to be that beautiful bird that's locked up that people can come and admire but never get to interact with. Okay. So with that being said, like I said, ask Source to give you discernment. Be patient enough to wait and see and take your time. All right. So are there any other messages for Virgo before we leave? I got to get up from here. All right. So irresponsible. Dreading responsibilities that come with achievement and sabotaging your progress. Confront your fears and start welcoming potential success. Yes. All right. Loss of faith. The weight of the world feels heavy and you may feel alone, but you have allies. Others share your beliefs. Don't let despair win. Like I said, somebody here is feeling out in the cold right about now, feeling a little lonely. Things may not have worked the way that you have liked in the past, but it looks like you got someone here that is actually going to brighten up your day. But like I said, take your time with this person, okay? Don't rush in. Don't latch on to them. And things like that, and don't allow them to latch on to you like that either. You know what I'm saying? Keep a sense of independence so that way you can keep your wherewithal around yourself, okay? Your whole life doesn't revolve around this person. All right, so it says unspoken truth. There are truths that need to be addressed and can no longer be avoided. Bring these things to light to clear the pathway forward, okay? So yeah, but baby, this is what I got for you. I hope that you know, this works out here for you. For somebody, it's going to work out very well. You just need to, you know, take your time, especially if you're still on the mend of healing and you're kind of nervous about this situation. Like I said, baby, if this is your person, they're not going anywhere. All right, so just chill. All right, this is what I got for y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.